Hey, Aveline, nice to meet you today.
Hi, Andra. Thank you for having me.
So this is my new episode of My Heroes, and I've got Aveline here, who is a marketing growth architect. She has the purpose to help other people to bring their purpose to life through their businesses. And she's the founder of the Six Star Business Podcast and the community. She's founder of Journey Point, and she's helped to create that six-star book that has become an Amazon bestseller, and it has started its worldwide impact in businesses. I'm very excited to have you here. Tell us about your background, Aveline.
Thank you for having me. Wow, when you say it like that, it's like, really? Is that if I have done all that, I guess. Yes,
Really?
that's me. Yeah. My background, I was a corporate gal out of university and always strove for excellence, always strove for creating outcomes for other people. So I worked in it. I was very lucky, and I sort of fell into a role in a corporate space where I worked very high up and near the CEO, MD level, and I was able to run projects that helped benefit tens of thousands of employees. And so I was always about looking at the journey and looking at how people experienced their life with the organization. And I went on to another corporate and did something bigger there. That was at NAB. And I helped them to reduce a massive amount of turnover that they were having by completely changing their onboarding experience and the journey that the employees went on for the first 18 months of their work life with NAB. And so after completing all of that, I was quite disillusioned because we've heard a lot about corporate. We know how they work. And I'm like, okay, so I've just saved this corporate, hundreds of millions of dollars a year. Yet, how is that really impacting the world? And this is one company. And yes, I've helped create an impact for all those employees, but what about everyone else? And I grew up with a father who had his own business. He had a couple. And so I had that experience as a young girl. And I guess in the back of my mind, I always was hoping to do that one day. And then I got to the end of this project journey with NAB and decided to go out and do that myself. Not only did I do it with no experience, really understanding of small business or how to grow a business, I moved states and fell into marketing automation because technology was part of delivering solutions around the experience. So 13 years ago, I started to do that and for businesses, and that kicked off a decade-long or more than a decade-long journey working with marketing automation platforms, setting up and growing an agency, delivering marketing automation services to businesses, small, medium businesses around Australia and around the world. At one point, I had clients in Europe, America, Asia, everywhere, absolutely everywhere. And it was a lot of fun, but I got to a point where it wasn't fun anymore. Shall I go on?
Yeah, what happened? What was the struggle?
So I think for the last sort of 2 years of that business, I found that it was very empty. Clients would come to us, and my business partner was business development and sales, and he would find that they just wanted an outcome. Of course, everyone wants more leads and sales, and most people just focused on the money. They focused on get me more leads into my business, and can you just build a system like the shiny new object and just get us our new leads and sales? Can you just build us a funnel, build us a system that will just basically give us more customers? And that was very sort of soul destroying in a way, because it completely missed the aspect of the relationship and honoring people and looking at exactly who that business was and what they were trying to do. Unfortunately, they were just like getting on the marketing automation bandwagon because it was a growth industry, a growth product industry. And they heard that, oh, wow, you just get these systems and use automation and all of a sudden you'll just get all these new clients. Now, some people did, depending on what business, but oh, there's lots of buts and there's lots of, I saw so many clients who went and spent all this money, and because they didn't maintain it, because they didn't care about the customers as humans, because they didn't make it authentic and real, because they didn't actually acknowledge who they were and what their process was, and all of the myriad of impacts on a customer journey, it bombed, or it didn't give them the ROI that they were looking for. So I was finding that I wanted to help people, but just like I did back at corporate, I wanted to help them with the experience, and I wanted to help their customers. And at that point, I hadn't fully tapped into, helping them with their purpose, even though I wanted to. And we happened to meet some people who ran a business entrepreneur school in the UK and Australia, and we started attending this school. And partway through that, my business partner left, so that was fun times. And the business kept going, and I went through 6 months of what was called Bob School. And it was fascinating because it was really pulling out the internal DNA of who I was and what my purpose was. And it all just kind of fell into place on paper, this whole business. I had a new business model. And then COVID hit. And COVID hit, of course, businesses just stopped paying for marketing. Our retainer clients just one by one just cancelled. And I remember walking upstairs next door. My dad lives next door. And I remember walking up there going, Dad, another client's left. And I'm pretty much down to nothing. I don't know what I'm going to do today. Literally, it was like that. I don't know what I'm going to do today. And he said, well, looks like it's time to start the new business. And I went, yep, I think I'm just going to take a walk and then maybe I'll do that. So that was the day. So I just went back into the office, and I, on paper, had the business. I just knew I had to start talking about it and getting out there. So I did, and very quickly became very busy.
Wow.
And yeah,
I ask you, why have you started? But what you're telling me is that clearly there was a big missing piece from your whole work experiences, all the work that you put in. You identified what was the missing piece to have purpose and connect it to that business, right?
Yeah, exactly. My whole work life has been about projects. I even call them roles, but projects and that enhance the lives of others. And when we were running the marketing automation business for all those years, and it didn't feel like we were enhancing the lives of others, that's where the massive disconnect was. So
it was about money, wasn't it?
Yeah, for them it was all about money, and they couldn't see anything else. But here's the thing, I hadn't tapped into the part of me that even knew that that was my genius. And here's the thing, even though I was doing it for all those years, you don't often, people don't even often see what it is that they do so naturally, that they're here to do. And it wasn't until I wasn't doing it anymore and felt so like stuck. And it's kind of, those moments where you get up in the morning and you just dread getting up because it's like, not another one of these days. So I was lucky that I had a couple of wake ups, the business partner leaving, but going through that Bob School, and it was the right program for me. And because my business partner left, I was able to finish creating that business that was just based on me.
Amazing. And then COVID hit. So you needed that crisis to take the next step.
Exactly. And it was funny because in the business school, they said this might take you 18 months to 2 years to fully put this into place. And I'd started the year off and I thought, yep, here we've got the business model. I'm going to do a little project every month, and slowly work on, transitioning across. And then COVID hit, clients left, and I'm like, okay, time to do it now. So literally within a month, I had completely changed everything. And it takes a fair bit of work to change everything create assets, create momentum, and start having new conversations and change your whole online brand. And that's what I did in a short time.
Wow. And why do people come to you, Aveline? Tell us about that.
That is a wonderful question. I believe it's because they have heard me speak, or they've seen the podcast, or they've been recommended, and they know that within them, there is a part of them that resonates with who I am and my purpose for what I do. Now, and let me unpack that a bit. They realize that they too have a purpose that they want to tap into, and they have a business, and typically it's an established business and or very successful, and they are also purposeful. So like attracts like, whether they want to be on the podcast and talk about the impact and the purpose of what Six Star means to them, or if it's they want to help learn how to connect their purpose to their marketing and their customers, that's why they come to me. Some people realize that. Other people just know that they want something more out of how they're delivering their services. They just don't know how to sell it. They don't know how to position themselves. And often they're spending a lot of money on other marketing tactics, ads and SEO and direct mail and different things to try and capture the attention of new leads. And it's not working, and they're just wasting money. And often they come to me first because of that. So they've got the pain of wasting money on the marketing that doesn't work. And then secondly, they align with, I also am driven by a purpose bigger than myself. I need to lead with that. And I teach them how to lead with that. And we weave that into everything they do.
That's beautiful, because in my mind, this is the only way to sustainable success. To me, there is no other way to really express oneself, to take it and scale it into a business. What's your point of view around this idea that just popped up in my mind?
It's funny, I was listening to a beautiful interview with Dr. David Martin over the Christmas break, and he was talking about the perfection of the universe and life, and how when we are born, the alchemical processes that happen and energetically, and this is all scientific knowledge, and it's understood and the quantum physicists understand all this. He said the universe conspires to allow you to be born, right? To be here in the moment that you are. And every human is here, and the universe knows you're here and needs you. And I really got it when I heard that, because it made sense to everything that I'm doing. Every single person is here with a unique imprint, genius, who they are. They've all got a unique part of who they are as a human, which includes their skills and knowledge and everything that they're here to serve and do and be, because we're all here to serve and be, yeah, to give out to the world around us, not just other people. So we're all unique. And the words that resonate are, the universe is waiting for you. It's ready for you.
I love it.
It allowed you to be here.
I would maybe just add that the universe is sometimes waiting for you, if you're listening to this, to wake up and even use your struggles or your problems and challenges that you've been through to actually bring that into your message or into your business, and that would just help others save 5, 10, 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
Struggle that you have been through, dear listener and spectators.
We are each here for each other, right? We're not here for ourselves alone. And so if we understand that and accept that internally, yes, I'm here for each other, for others, right? Then it is not only our duty, but it's actually our purpose to tap into our purpose and live that. That's why we're here.
Wow.
So that's why I'm here. And that's what I want to see. I used to always wonder why there was so many things that went wrong in the world. And, my heart would go out, to the whole world when I saw injustices and things going wrong. And I wanted to heal them all. I wanted to fix them all. And what I've accepted is that what I'm doing in my piece of my little part of the world is I'm empowering other people to tap into their purpose and helping to bring that to life and helping to create the change the world needs through them.
Wonderful. So you do your portion of the healing that you can do and you have control of. So who are your clients?
Who are they?
Yeah, who are your clients generally? Who do you see coming?
So they're business owners. Like I said before, they're business owners. Typically, they've been around for a fair while. They're established business owners. They know themselves. They have reached a level of success, and often they have hit a wall, hit a level of frustration, just like I did in my business, where there was that level of emptiness, where they groan in the morning. Oh, do I have to do this again? Am I going through the same day where I'm not actually, doing anything fulfilling except for building funnels? They're my clients. They're the ones who know that it's not just about money. Business is not just about money. We're not just in business to make money, by the way. I used to think we were, but that's the emptiness. And it's the ones that have realized that there's something missing that come to me.
Wow. When I hear you speaking, I always have this idea in my mind. We should somehow work together because you bring in some kind of awareness that is so necessary in today's businesses. Plus, I do again a tiny piece that others don't seem to catch. It's when people are stuck in at times other areas of life, also in business, and then it becomes this mind thing that they can't see themselves. So where can we find you? Where can people find you? What is the website? Where could they find the 6-star book, which is going to explode worldwide? Tell us about it.
Okay, there's a few ways to find me. One is journeypoint.com.au. That's the Journey Point business. 6-star business, we have a podcast. So that is podcast.6star, that's number 6, star.business. The book is 6star.business/book. And you can find me, Aveline Clark, on LinkedIn. There's only one of me, so no hesitation there. You won't get 3 pages of Aveline Clarks, I promise you. So you can find me that way.
Beautiful. Aveline, thank you very much for your time. Is there anything else that you want to share? A couple of sentences from your greatness that you could maybe point out to some people who are looking for that next level? They are somewhere along this path in business and they are just don't know where to go.
I'd say this, and this is based on my journey and the experience that I've just shared with you. Choosing to not change and get out of the empty, soulless crap, do I have to do this again, / I'm not achieving my potential, / this is really hard and frustrating. And choosing to stay there is a choice that you're making because you're not choosing the perceived outer barrier or wall or difficult step that it will take to get out. So often it's like, well, do you want the shift? Do you want to go into the new place? Do you want to feel better every day? Yeah, sure. But it's going to take me, a lot of time, or it's going to be really hard, or I've got this and this to do. Then there's all the excuses, time and money, etc. Well, that's fine. To not choose what you want is choosing to accept and stay where you are. And that's not going to change unless you choose for it to change. And I would like to say that to everybody, anyone listening to this, you deserve to have an amazing life. So you'll get the amazing life when you choose it and when you're living on purpose.
Beautiful. That uncomfortable piece is necessary.
Mhm.
Thank you very much, Aveline. We'll
Thank you.
see you soon, and I hope a lot of people will reach out to you.
Oh, thank you, Andrew. It's been a pleasure chatting with you. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.